What's up everyone, Terrorquake here, and welcome to the next walkthrough here on the channel. Today, we are playing, or starting, our Pokemon Glazed adventure. Funny thing, real quickly, which is why I'm kind of, like, thrown out of the loop right now, but, I recorded this opening a second ago, and I accidentally opened up Gaia instead, so I literally let the whole Pokemon Gaia opening run, expecting that, like, oh, I'm about to start recording, and then I realized it was Pokemon Gaia, so I had to reset. But nah, here we are in Glazed, the next ROM hack that we're doing here on the channel, kind of coming off of Pokemon Gaia, which we did just complete. And yeah, this will be the second one we're doing. I don't know what it is, like, total number of walkthroughs out of all of them, but yeah, hope you guys are excited for another series, adventuring through another new region, and yeah, we'll kind of dive right into it. Oh, look at that, they already set the text option to fast. That's great for us. And looks like we got pretty similar text frames. Well, hey, favorite color is green, so you know what, I'm good with type 1. But yeah, let's go ahead and start this next adventure. So yeah, just hopping straight on into it. Hope you guys are all having a good Monday. Hopefully, you know, if y'all are in school, hopefully, like, y'all are on a winter break or something, because that's me right now, so it feels good. But this is Professor Willow. Isn't that the name of the dude in Pokemon Go as well? But he's going to welcome you to the Tunod region, and look at that. Me and Professor Willow were already boys, because he sent out a Turtwig to start. But, yeah, this is the Tunod region. There's actually multiple regions that you can explore in this game, so that's pretty exciting, including the Johto region. You can actually go back there, so we got a ton to cover. This walkthrough will probably be a long one, but anyways, here is the little trainer. He looks kind of cool in this game. Looks like he's got goggles on his head, but you already know I'm gonna go with the classic TQ. Unfortunately, they couldn't extend the character spaces to fit the whole Terrorquake, but yeah, he's heard a bunch about us, so that's great, and we can head on into the world of Pokemon. But you're actually not going to start up in your bedroom. You're going to start up in the middle of nowhere, as you can tell. Now, this is pretty interesting. All you really want to do is head south, and you're going to come across this guy, and he's going to be like, whoa, what are you doing here? And he's going to actually then take you back to your bedroom. So you're probably wondering, like, whoa, how does this dude, like, know where we live? Also, it looks like we got a Cyndaquil over there. No, that Cyndaquil will not end up being your starter. That's just, like, the house pet, I guess. But basically, what just happened right there is, and I'm not gonna, this won't spoil anything, so don't worry. This is kind of just the general premise of this game. But basically, somehow the Pokemon world and, like, the real-life world are, by the way, this is the version of Pokemon Glazed I'm on. This is one of the newer ones. I don't think it's the newest one, but either way, it doesn't matter too much. But yeah, basically the Pokemon world and, like, you know, the real life human world are, like, somehow coming close together, and, like, people like, you know, you, the trainer, are randomly being teleported to the real world. Also, go ahead and grab the PC potion. Nice to see that. And yeah, same with that Luke guy, but somehow he has, like, magical powers to bring you back to where you're supposed to be, which is the Pokemon world. So that's kind of the general rundown of the game. That's, you know, obviously we'll find out much more things later on, but you're in Glenwood Town, and here come your parents. Look at that, you have a mom and a dad in the game. You don't see that very often in Pokemon, let's be honest. But yeah, there's a bunch of different versions of this game. There was the original version, and then there came, like, a Glazed, which I think was kind of a updated version. I know it decreased some of the levels with trainers, and I think it just added some quality of life stuff. But and then there's this version, and then I think there was an even newer one than this, but I'm on the 8 point whatever that was. Here's a statue of the Johto starters. So yeah, this is Glenwood Town. Not a whole lot happening really right here. The best thing you want to do, as your parents said, is head straight on over to Professor Willow's lab, which you can't miss it. It's the only one that, you know, kind of looks like a lab. Now, despite that statue of the Johto starters, you're actually not going to be selecting from, you know, Chikorita, Cyndaquil, and Totodile. You're actually going to be selecting from 5. Yeah, that's right, 5. You're going to be able to select from the Sinnoh starters, as well as a Shinx and a Riolu. Now, you know we just came off Pokemon Gaia, where we were also given the option of a Sinnoh starter. I went with Piplup, so you think I'm probably going with Turtwig or Chimchar, but nah, I wanna take advantage of one of these two new ones, and we got Riolu and Shinx. Now, I'm actually using a Lucario over in a Nuzlocke, or live Nuzlocke series I'm doing over on the main channel right now. So I think Shinx is the best way to go for me. Yeah, that's right. I said it, Shinx. I haven't used a Luxray in a while. I know I've used one at some point before, and now I gotta come up with a nickname, and I don't really have anything good right now, so we're already doing the first cut. And within 30 seconds, you know, a quick little Google search led me to Zeus. I feel kind of guilty, you know, coming up with my nicknames for Google, but hey, sometimes you just need a little spark. Other times, I do actually come up with some on my own, even though they're not too great. I was still so proud of Zona from Pokemon Gaia, you know, our Skorupi and eventual Drapion. I remember back in the day, Leroy called his Shinx, I think, Black Star or something like that. But anyways, Professor Willow's going to suggest you to travel east out of town. And yeah, that'll take you to, I think it's called, what, the Forest Pass or something like that. And that'll eventually lead you to Choco Town. But here's an old man, and he's going to tell you that there's some kind of ruckus going on down on the route. So we should probably go check it out. This looks like major hidden item implications. Come on, man. And then you're going to see this Pikachu, and yeah, you basically get straight to it. So this Pikachu, who by the way is not bleeding or anything, it's actually wearing a red scarf. Apparently it's bothering your parents who are trying to come back from Choco Town. So you got to go up to it and say like, hey, look at that. We actually speak in this game too. And boom, you'll get straight into a battle with this Pikachu. It's got its own little opening intro and all that stuff. Now, this thing's kind of interesting because it's a Pikachu. It's obviously a little different wearing a scarf, but it also talks. And this is not the last time we will see this Pikachu. He kind of plays a role in the story. But yeah, this is kind of like your introductory battle. Instead of a rival, you're facing this random Pikachu. But just know that this will not be the last time you see this thing. Now, luckily it is just a Pikachu. I don't even think it has Thunder Shock. So even if you started with like Piplup, you shouldn't really be too concerned. And it looks like it's just more worried about going for Growl. Now, I'll go ahead and say about 2 to 3 years ago, I actually played Pokemon Glazed as a Nuzlocke live over on my main channel, and I think I actually won it, and the highlight videos on that channel are still up, so you can, you know, do some scrolling and go find them if you want. But yeah, the Pikachu runs away. I don't think he was talking right there, but eventually he does. And yeah, your parents are like, oh, he gave you a Pokemon, great. And so your mom's going to give you the running shoes, and I don't think you have to sort of go back with them. You can sort of just continue on through this route, which, by the way, is called the Forest Pass. And boom, your dad gives you the EXP share. 2 very nice items to get right off the bat. And you can go ahead and set the clock. I'm actually recording at night right now. But yeah, as I said, I have played through this game once for the main channel. So there's some things that'll maybe come back to me. But again, it's been 2 to 3 years. I completely forget how the story goes, if you want me to be honest. You know, there's a lot that I forget. Also, to get this right, I think we need to go right here. I like this cool little clock, by the way. It's got all the different, like, Pokeballs on it. So, yeah, have had a little bit of experience with this game. Like, I do kind of remember this whole part right now, but there will be some things I don't remember. So, that's all good. And, again, I'm trying to use, you know, a team that, or, you know, Pokemon that I haven't used before. So, y'all will have to wait and see how the team ends up. But, yeah, this is going to take us to Choco Town. That reminds me of, Choco Mountain, right, is what it's called for Mario Kart. But then here comes this guy with this Cyndaquil. And he's also looking for that same Pikachu, like, hey, buddy, sorry, I just took it down. So this guy's name is Percy, and if you can't tell by his, like, demeanor and stuff, he's going to be your rival. He's kind of riled up like that. Reminds me sort of Barry. And I think he's always going to have a Cyndaquil. Yeah, you can tell by his hair, too. He loves Cyndaquil. So, I guess if you started with Turtwig, I mean, granted, there won't really be a disadvantage here because Cyndaquil doesn't have a Fire-type move. And you do level up after taking down that Pikachu, so you got the advantage. If you picked up the Potion PC, then you probably shouldn't have any issues with this battle. But, yeah, kind of 2, I guess, you know, important battles right off the bat, so that's kind of interesting in that case. But there we go, already getting up to level 7 with Shinx. Now, the nice thing is, I think Shinx evolves at like 14 or 15, so already we'll get Luxio pretty soon. But, hey, as I was saying, I got my... This dude said Yowzers, by the way. Let's just talk about that. But yeah, he talks about Ocean View City. That'll be a city much later on in the game. But yeah, we can sort of just explore the rest of this route. I was trying to see if I can get into a wild battle, because I do want to, I do want to try to talk about the Pokemon. There's the entrance to the city. Up here's just a cool little bridge. But yeah, Pokemon, well, there are a ton. Now, you don't have Pokeballs yet, but I might as well list them anyways. You got Rattata, Sandshrew, Sentret, Poochyena, Zigzagoon, Tailo, and Ralts. Now, in some areas in this game, there's going to be Pokemon that I think, at least with the pages that I'm looking at, that are only available in Glazed, because as I said, there's been multiple versions. I may just list all the Pokemon anyways, just in case anyone's also playing that version. But I don't know, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll only list the ones that are specifically listed for Pokemon Glazed. But yeah, that's gonna about be it for this route. No trainers or nothing like that. And I do kind of just want to get up to level 8. I mean, come on, we're kind of close. And hey, look, we can see more Pokemon. Yeah. But yeah, you're heading to Choco Town to meet up in another laboratory. So we'll get to that in a minute. And look at that. I didn't even notice, but we have Intimidate, so that's great. I think, isn't there another ability that Shinx can end up with? So I'm pretty happy we do have Intimidate. And yeah, here's a Sandshrew. No ground type moves on it yet, though. But yeah, as I said at the beginning, hey, hope y'all's Monday's going well. I mean, it's almost Christmas time or the holidays, or, you know, even if you don't celebrate, hopefully you're just having a good time, man. But there we go. We got to level 8. And so let's just head on inside the town. I'll go ahead and stock up on some, I was going to say stock up on items, but first we're going to heal up. And then we'll stock up on some items, because you can actually find a little general store here. It's not a official Pokemart, I guess. Before we do that, though, southeast of the Pokemon Center, the lady in this house will judge your Pokemon's friendship. Or is it the man? It's one of these two. Let's see. Yeah, okay, it's the man. The hiker over here will judge your Pokemon's friendship. Now, at the beginning of the game, you're probably not going to have a high friendship, so he's not going to give you anything. However, if you come back with a higher friendship, you can get the TM for return. Or if you come back with a Mon that has a low friendship, he'll give you frustration. Up here's the general store, though. They said candy and more. I don't think it's actually candy. Isn't it like just Pokeballs and stuff? You know, your typical items. Well, we can't get Pokeballs yet, but I might as well take this time to... Wow, you sell everything but antidotes, which are arguably like the best status restoring item outside of like full heals and, you know, stuff that can heal any status. But yeah, we might as well just purchase some of these things. Go ahead and stock up on all of them besides antidotes. You can already get energy powders too, which, remember, those will lower your Pokemon's friendship. So hey, if you want to try to go ahead and get frustration right off the bat, be my guest. But yeah, then over here, you don't have enough money yet, but that lady will sell all those, you know, proteins, zincs, all that good stuff. And let's get on out of here, and you want to go towards the inventor's house. Now, here's a cool statue of Mew, and this lady's kind of just standing in the way like, hey, you know, other people can look at that. But yeah, the inventor's house, I think, is going to be right here. Yeah, here we go. So, come in here. He's not here right now, and that's going to take you up to the little lab place that is right up here. Or what is it officially called? It is, yeah, the inventor's lab. All right. Hey, I was right. I was right. What can I say? So, got a couple of these scientists hanging around, but really you want to come all the way to the dude in the blue hair, because he is the inventor. I mean, is this really this guy's name, or did he just, like, call himself the inventor? And he thinks he's, like, the best inventor ever. But yeah, he's gonna, you know, go on. I think he's friends with Professor Willow. He's like, oh, no way. Hey, you know, he's my good friend. And he gave you a Pokedex. So that's great. Or no, I think this guy gives you the Pokedex. As you saw, he gives you the Pokeballs as well. So now you can go out and catch Pokemon. And you can't steal any of the Pokeballs right there. But then he talked about Milkshake Swamp, which is north of here. But you may have seen there were 2 people blocking the entrance to that area. So we're going to have to deal with them, I suppose. And I'm just making sure, I don't think there's any other items to really grab in this entire town. But we can come down here, and this will take you to, I think, another route, but it's, yeah, it's like an ocean route, so can't do anything. And we can't knock over these people's sandcastles. I know there's one game where you can. What game was it? I think it was Emerald, yeah, it was Emerald Sea Glass I remember playing, and you can knock down people's sandcastles in that game. But yeah, here's the scientist. He's like, hey, these guys won't let us through. And look at that, they're already called Grunt, so I'm sure you can guess this is the evil team. I mean, we've already been introduced to our rival, the evil team, and a random scarfed Pikachu. But yeah, this is a Team Fusion, is what they go by in this game. And the guy behind them who sort of flanked them, like, what was this, some kind of setup plan? But yeah, this is the champion. I'm not sure if that spoils it a little bit, but yeah, he is the champion of the region. I mean, come on, mysterious character that you meet early on in a Pokemon game. probably going to be the champion. His name's Blake, though, and yeah, he literally tells you it right here anyways. So he scares him off because, let's be honest, no grunt's going to be able to take him on. So, yeah, then our whole goal here is to escort the inventor to some kind of a little spot in the milkshake swamp, so that's why we kind of needed to get in here in the first place. And Blake's kind of just going to yap along, and then he's going to take him. Okay, that would be a glitch. He's not supposed to still be here. But yeah, he's going to take him into the milkshake swamp. Now, I think I want to go ahead and, well, I don't know. I think I'll go ahead and call it here. We're doing a bunch of things in the milkshake swamp in part 2. That's all I'm going to say for now. But yeah, hey, hope y'all enjoyed. Have a good rest of your Monday. And until next time, deuces.